So when I was trying to like put everything together, I wanted something. This is where the dynamic systems theory comes in, and that constraints-led approach. It's very technique-centered. Even though we lift heavy, like a high bar, wide stance, max effort squat is going to punish you for technical inefficiencies like I was talking about before. And what we can do is we can build upon that technical efficiency the same way that Shaco kind of did in a bigger block. We just kind of do it more pieced together. So I could start with a high bar, wide stance squat, because I'm trying to work on that pitching forward, right? And you're gonna figure out which part of the lift that you really want, that's really causing that technical inefficiency. This, so maybe we start there. And then maybe I notice that as they are coming up, they break parallel there, that 3 to 4 inches above depth, they start losing the back muscles. This is kind of where the hips have the least amount of leverage anyways. I can add accommodating resistance to it. Then from there, I can start, so maybe we're doing high bar, wide stance, high bar, wide stance, squats with bands. And then from there, I can start slowing them down in the hole and creating acceleration, right? So now I can add pins on after that. So we could go high bar, wide stance, pin squats with bands. Like I can hold a variation in there for a prolonged period of time by just changing one small thing. So it's very similar to what Shaco did when you'd be in your competition stance and bar placement and all of that stuff for a prolonged period of time to build that inefficiency. Except what I look to do now is I look to find positions of inefficiency for each lifter, and that almost gets put into the program like their comp stance. So then we just build that up as if that was their comp stance. And then over time, you take that high bar wide stance and you let them bring their feet into where they're a little bit more comfortable. You put the bar down a little bit. Typically what I would do is I would put them in a variation that just lets them get comfortable. So this might be even like a low bar wide stance box squat, something like that, just to kind of get the feel for those positions, the leaning again, the getting the hips back, because you're sitting more straight down in that high bar position. So I might put something in that just to kind of like practice it, and then we'll bring something back in. And oftentimes you see, once they're back to that comp squat, all of a sudden things have changed and they look like very different lifters. So even though we're using the max effort method, and I use a different means of skill acquisition to build off of technique, technique is still the most important aspect of our training programs, just like it was for Shaco. And there's a lot of things that he did by like keeping the positions the same for prolonged periods of time. I'm doing the same thing. I'm just adding things into it and treating, even though it's not their comp lift, it's a variation, but it's a variation that highlights a weakness, and we're making that weakness a strength over a similar period of time as what he would do between tests type of thing for the competition lifts themselves. At the same time, I think it's important that the lifters know what they need to do